Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bayt.com's Career Talk. I'm Hatem. Ramadan is only a couple of days away. Last week we spoke to you about how to maintain your productivity levels during the holy month. And on this week's episode, I want to share with you some results we've seen from a poll that we did with over 9,000 professionals in the Middle East about how they're dealing with the month of Ramadan. And I want to share with you some of the changes that are taking place and how these professionals are dealing with it. Let's start with career opportunities. Now, contrary to what you may believe about the month of Ramadan, where you might think that work slows down, productivity drops, overall hiring drops, and you're just intending to chill out during this month, what we've seen in a recent poll that we did is that 79.1% of MENA professionals intend to spend more time looking for a new job. And over a third of these professionals believe that companies are hiring even more. So the month of Ramadan is actually a great time for you to take advantage of the shorter work hours and invest some more time looking for that new opportunity. In fact, last year in the month of May in 2017, there were 12,000 new jobs listed on Bayt.com. And in the following month, in June, 15,000 new jobs. So the hiring definitely doesn't stop, and your job hunt definitely does not have to stop during this month either. Productivity at work. Now, you may be hungry, you may be lacking that daily dose of caffeine that you need to get up and started and alert and ready for your work day. But what we've seen in our recent poll is that 63.7% of MENA professionals actually feel more productive during this month. And about half of the respondents spend this time to decrease their distractions and focus more on their career goals. And 85% are fully committed to their work and take fewer days off during this month than they would in the rest of the year. So productivity actually increases for a lot of people during this holy month. Next, let's talk about workload and work hours. Now again, contrary to what you might believe in that Ramadan coming up means it does mean shorter work hours, but also decreased workload. What we've seen from the surveys is that over 61% of respondents feel like their workload actually increases during the month of Ramadan. Now we can attribute this to the shorter work hours and having to complete the same amount of tasks within fewer hours, and therefore might feel like your workload increases. Now this might actually be true for some industries. Now all the offers that you hear, the retail offers, car dealerships, the stores doing these Ramadan offers, this means extra workload for these people in these industries. This is peak season for a lot of these people. So for them, workload might actually increase. For others, it might be a perception that they have to do the same amount of work in a shorter period of time. So workload for a lot of people feels like it increases. For some, it actually does. But overall, people feel like they're working more during this month. And finally, professional behavior. Does anything change professionally during the month of Ramadan? What we've actually seen is that over 89% of the respondents in our recent poll said that Ramadan improves their relationships at work. And over 91% of professionals said that their company becomes more charitable during this month and allows them more time for social and team building exercises and activities. In fact, these Ramadan iftars that your company might be doing for your company helps build that harmony. They might do events for the community and helps you connect closer with the community, and it reflects positively on the community and on yourself as a professional, which in turn reflects on your workload. So professional behavior definitely does change during the month of Ramadan, and it changes for the positive. So what have we actually learned about the month of Ramadan? It's actually a fantastic time for you to go looking for that new job. Companies are hiring and job seekers are looking for jobs. So this month definitely doesn't slow down if you're looking for your next opportunity. At the same time, this month is also fantastic for you to put distractions aside and really focus on your career goals and your work. And don't expect your workload to actually decrease during this month. What we've seen is that people are expecting their workload to increase, if not stay the same. So go in prepared to the month, not to have a month where you can just basically chill out and have the month off. Be prepared to actually be productive and more efficient and streamline your work and focus on the important tasks and put the little ones aside. And this month is also a great opportunity for you to give back to the community, to connect with the community and have the company support you in doing so, and spend time in these company events that the company takes the effort and spends the effort in preparing for you to build stronger relationships with your colleagues and with your team in general. Thank you everybody for watching this week's episode of Bayt.com's Career Talk. I hope you found this episode useful. As always, new episodes here every week. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram for the latest updates, and I'll see you all next week.